All right. Welcome everyone to another episode of Family Finance Friday with DJ the Money Coach. And this show is brought to you by the DJ the Money Coach team and the 7 Spheres of Money Systems. And before we head on to tonight's beach, hit the like button, share the video with at least 5 people. And if you're not already subscribed to this YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you can help us spread the message and the good news about the Pom Pom lifestyle movement, which is plenty of money and peace of mind. And we invite you to come join us on the beaches of the world. So let's head on to tonight's beach. Happy Friday, DJ. How we doing tonight?
What's happening, Nick? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Is this thing live? You'll probably wonder why I don't have, our customary, DJ the Money cap on. I told my stylist, it was like, hey, won't you one time just showcase, that nice, fade that I give you? So I said, all right, tonight I will give that props out, I think I got 10 years younger, baby.
Yeah.
So shout out to Kathy for taking care of me tonight. So I'm not wearing the cap tonight. That's the only reason why, ladies and gentlemen. So, again, let me know in the comments. Is it looking tight? Is it good?
Oh, yeah.
Good? Is everything good?
Looking clean.
I literally just got back from the stylist about 2 hours ago. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to wear the cap tonight to, salute to you, Kathy, for doing a great job. All right. Hey, as we say, any day above ground with your health is a great day. And today is no exception to the rule. So you guys are probably wondering why there's no subject to today's show, because you know what? We just wanted to get on this deal and just have a, conversation, what's going on in the world. We are 10 days in to, the election of number 47. And what we want to tell you to do, man, get excited because they are giving us some great tools for business. Real talk. I mean, man, they're going to shut the borders. They're going to stop the wars, and they're going to reduce corporate taxes. And contrary to miseducation and misbelief, they are not rolling back Medicaid. They're not eliminating the benefits. They're not eliminating Social Security. That's all a bunch of BS, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to tell you that's all a bunch of BS. But I am excited because my business, your business, just got a raise. And I want you to double down and make sure your entities are set up right. Make sure that you acquire one passive income asset per year minimum. But if you are, at a higher level, one per quarter. And you should be funding all of your vehicles and have the proper corporate structure. You should get the tax code, and you should pay attention to the people that they're putting in office, because it's going to be, extravaganza for people who run legitimate businesses. Real talk. So, I'm excited. So learn how to use those tools and go to work. It's just that simple. Learn how to get your credit set up right. Learn how to get business credit. Learn how to buy businesses that cash flow, and learn how to buy passive assets in the real estate column. And I don't mean single family homes, but if you have to start out and you have never purchased anything, hey, get yourself a mobile home. Get yourself a vending machine. But get yourself up to the commercial sector soon as you possibly can, because that's where the major boatload of major money going to roll to the hole and have very limited tax limitations for you, tax advantages. You know, so this is kind of like rolling back the clock. So this is back to the future. And tonight is when, you know, the experience meets the youngin. So I had an opportunity, you know, to do some counseling today with a sharp, you know, successful, you know, entrepreneur, and gave that entrepreneur, you know, just some real hard, fast, you know, knowledge and expertise. Because the entrepreneur was asking me, hey, you know, should I go left? Should I go right? Oh man, I done did it again. So Nick, I gotta plug in my computer because I forgot to plug it in. The light is dim. So I have to apologize, ladies and gentlemen. You know, sometimes you just forget some things, your computer. So Nick, take over real quickly. I'm gonna go find a power cord because I'm excited.
Yeah. And DJ's excitement. He forgot to plug in the computer, and we know his excitement won't be enough to keep that power going on that device. But yeah, we are living in exciting times, and you know, don't be fearful. Don't be fearful, and don't buy into the propaganda, you know, that you'll be bombarded with, you know, from both sides of the aisle. You know, don't be fearful, and don't buy into the madness.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, understand, it really, like I said 2 weeks ago, it doesn't matter who's in the White House because you're going to be impacted locally. Go check the scorebook on who was elected in your local community, your alderman, your councilman, your representative, your state senator, you know, your mayor. These are the important elections, you know, for you. You know, that's the key thing. You know what I'm saying at the end of the day. So you should understand, you know, hey, what is the game plan? And that's the most important piece. Let me see here. Yep, that is the most important piece. So let's just give you an idea. So as I was talking to the successful entrepreneur, I just told that entrepreneur, I said, hey, here's the things that you ought to be working on for the next 90 days. Close your first deal. So this entrepreneur was working on a deal. Kudos, the deal got accepted. So now going to the finance part and major cash flow opportunity, you know, almost, you know, close to 2 figures a month. And here's the great thing about it, Nick. This entrepreneur only coming out of their pocket with about 15 racks, but going to get 2 racks almost after taxes in their pocket. So check this out. Let's put the calculator up on the screen, because I think we ran this through, but let's run this again, because and using the skill sets is going to make this spectacular. So acquiring a property, 15 racks out of their pocket, and that property is going to give them $1,600 to maybe $1,700 a month in cash flow. So let's just say, so you got 1,600 times 12, because it's 12 months here, because this is a duplex. All right, so now divide that by 15,000. $128% return on their money, baby. How many of you could get excited about that? And it's a great thing. This is being financed through business credit. Well, first, we're going to do traditional but then realized that business credit offered the same terms and didn't affect the personal credit. And we can show you how to do that. So if you look at this, it doesn't matter what the balance is because this is the rate of return. So what I can tell you is this is an acquisition that's only about $70,000. And so let's just run that number. So what's 19,200 times 5? $96,000. So this is a $70,000 acquisition. That property will be paid off in about 3.5 years. And this business professional will still be able to go and buy more assets and buy businesses cash flow. Because I actually sent this business professional to an opportunity to buy some cash flowing businesses. And now with the new tax advantages, going to get knocked out the park. So I told this business professional, execute your masterclass, do your B2B only deals now. What does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? That means don't chase the business to consumer retail model, but chase the B2B opportunities. Mean, hey, how do I get a contract with a corporation that can pay me regardless of what's going on in the retail sector? How can I get a contract with a municipality that guarantees me payment? Or if I'm in the real estate business, that would be a Section 8 contract versus you having a retail customer that you're not guaranteed that they can pay, even though you vetted them everything. But guess what? Section 8 paying come rain, snow, or fall, you're getting that check at 12:01 a.m. the day is due. Do you follow me, ladies and gentlemen? So then I say, hey, focus on your travel. Because if you love travel, so right now, ladies and gentlemen, if it's something that you love doing, do it because you want to do it, but don't do it for the money. Do the business acquisitions for cash flow and the real estate acquisitions for money, and then do the things that you love doing. You want to make money, but don't get caught up in it that you got to make money to sustain your lifestyle or your personal household. Do you understand what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? Okay. The next thing I said, get all licenses that are going to be in high demand. What do I mean? Software, certifications, AI. You understand where I'm coming from? A+, network management, these certifications that you can get without going to college, where you can actually take a 6-week course, get a certification, and be working in the digital world. Take a 12-week course, get a certification, work in the digital world. Or if you're fortunate enough and you're not that sharp, but you're always on your smartphone, get a job at the Apple store. Work your way up, and in 4 years, you'll be making 6 figures. How do I know? I give you 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count because I know people who are doing it right now. I know people who are making $95K just 2 years ago, couldn't even get a job for $30 an hour. I know people who are making $135,000 a year, working up the process. Get plugged into AI. Okay? Government contracts. Keep your little, hobby, channel monetized. Tap in, make sure your health is good. Make sure your spiritual is good. And number one, and last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, don't speak negative, always speak gratitude. What do I mean? If all of a sudden you got this deal over here on this duplex, but you're complaining about, man, I put 80 hours in and my channel ain't making me but $2,000 or $1,500 or $500 a month, you just cut off your blessing. Because see what the Most High just said, oh, you don't appreciate that I just put you over here in this deal that through your network, you wouldn't even had access to it, regardless if you got the money. But you got to know what the deal is. So what you have to say, this is part of the process. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So take inventory right now, ladies and gentlemen, of all the things positive that's going on in your life. And as long as you got great health, you should be always grateful. And even if you don't have great health, I watched, it's we coming up on, our favorite season, baby. The holiday season, right? You got Thanksgiving coming up, and you got our birthdays coming up, and then you got Christmas coming up, then you got New Year's coming up. Man, it ain't no reason for you to be unhappy and ungrateful this time of the year. And I know some people have had catastrophic, traumatic things that happen during these seasons, but again, you have to focus on the good stuff. So I was getting into the holiday mood. I've already watched 2, maybe 3 holiday movies because that's what I do. And today, I don't know, across the country, if you have that channel, radio channel that plays the Christmas songs, oh man, it ain't nothing like 5 p.m., 6 p.m. Eastern time. My channel, Sunshine 99, started playing them Christmas. That's all I listen to, baby, because I want to feel good. You know what I'm saying? I want to feel good. So I saw this movie that was shot 2008 with John Leguizamo, and it was about Puerto Ricans celebrating Christmas, and it was, they did their version of soul food. Okay, but soul food wasn't about Christmas, but they tried to do their rendition, and it was in Chicago. So long story short, ladies and gentlemen, it was, a big family, mother, father, married 30-something years. They having their regular struggles living on the northwest side of Chicago. Son coming back from Iraq. He's the chosen child who's always making bad decisions, but always getting the benefits. And then you got the one child who goes off and got the corporate job on the East Coast. Then you got the one child who's out trying to find a dream in Hollywood, so you got all different mixture of stuff going on. So now the father, who's the patriarch, he's always on the phone. His phone will ring. There'll be a dinner. Also, he'll pop away. So the mother started thinking that he's cheating on her. But he's not. The reality is that he has been diagnosed with a terminal cancer. But he doesn't want to get the family all upset during the holidays because he knows that he's not going to be around. And even though he hasn't told the wife, he's letting her think that, hey, if that's what you got to think, I'm going to make the best of this, right? So he's constantly getting the phone calls. And then maybe about 3/4 into the movie, the daughter-in-law, she actually accidentally overheard him talking. No, she didn't overhear him. They were in the car and they were driving somewhere. And all of a sudden he had an attack and he lost control of his car. And he was like, my medication is in the glove box. So she goes in the glove box and she finds out that he has cancer medicine. So he has to tell her, and he asked her to, keep it a secret. She's like, well, hey, mom is this, that, and he said, hey, I don't want to ruin the holiday because it might be my last one. You see what I'm saying? So he took the high road. And even in my favorite movie series is the Best Man, trilogy. And in the second movie, the wife, she passed away during Christmas. And again, she was like, hey, let's cherish the moment. Cherish the times together as a family. So what I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, is that there's always going to be something terrible happening to somebody somewhere. And when your card is called, do yourself and your family a favor. Be the best you can be for them and allow them to take care of you in the process, because guess what? We all guaranteed 2 things on this planet. We're going to die and we're going to pay taxes. And the third thing we're guaranteed, things are always going to change. So if you can take these things and understand and get perspective, you'll have a better adjustment in 2025. It's just that simple. So now, see, if I look across the screen and I'm talking to Nick, and Nick is 33 and I'm 50 plus, the wisdom that Nick should impart or take away from this relationship is listening to the stuff that I tell him. Hey, Nick, this is how things happened for me when I was 32, 33 years of age. Here's what I can tell you. All that stuff that you're having challenges with, if you continue, as I told this professional earlier today, pick up one passive asset per year, and guess what? Stuff is still going to happen to you. But one thing you will be rest assured is that if you pick up one asset every year and you look up at 40 and you got 10, 15 of these bad boys, you're not even going to remember the hardships or the depressed or the, whatever was getting you down, because you're going to look up and say, oh my goodness, I got 10, 15 assets and I'm getting paid $15,000, $20,000 a month. And I don't have to go do no job because I was smart enough to listen to DJ the Money Coach. And here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? When I was that age or younger, I did not listen to my DJ the Money Coach. And I still went through my challenges. But the best thing I can impart with you is, guess what? Stuff is going to happen to you. So why not grab an asset regardless of the situation? I hear you. DJ, I got bad credit. Guess what? If you're young, you can overcome that. DJ, I don't have no money. Guess what? You can pull together a couple of friends and go in on an asset together. But one thing you cannot ever get a do-over is your age. If you're watching this right now and you're between the ages of 18 to 40, and most importantly, if you're watching this and you're between 18 to 35 and you don't have an asset, I'm going to tell you, get an asset. And I'm going to tell you, start as little as getting a dividend stock that you buy one every month. And then move yourself up to a vending machine. Then move yourself up to, a digital book. Do you understand what I'm saying? Something that you can buy one time and it can continue to produce income for you. Because see, stop trying to hit home runs. Stop trying to throw Hail Marys. Get those base hits. Get those first downs. That's how you win in the game of life. And I hear you. If you are 40 to 60 and times have been tight, but you have some mutual funds. You have a 401k, a 403b, and you tired of taking orders from the man. I would encourage you, first, sit down with a financial planner who is licensed. Sit down with a certified financial planner, a chartered senior financial planner, a chartered estate advisor, and get perspective. Because again, if you have your health and you working out, you too, in 5 years, can be free. So why sit up here and cry crocodile tears when, guess what? Your situation is going to be worse if you don't take positive action. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? Because again, 5 years goes by just like that. We're going to be embarking on our 5th year in business in April. Can you believe that, Nick?
Man, time really does fly.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
But guess what? We're grabbing one asset here, one asset there. Look, man. The 8th wonder of the world is compound interest. So if you are systematically grabbing a little compound interest where you made $1 this month. It's like they say, man, a penny doubled 30 days is over $10 million. So if you're starting right now today, in next quarter or by the end of this quarter, you get yourself a solid dividend asset and you put $100 towards that asset every month. A dividend stock. In 5 years, that dividend stock is going to be paying you 4 figures. Like clockwork, man. But if you're out here living vicariously and spending money on stuff, doodads, man, again, we talked about it last week. You got some of these influencers out here charge you $150 for a hoodie. $50 for a t-shirt like this that cost them 10, maybe 20 bucks, and you dropping 50 in their asset column. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. So how about take that $150, that $98, and hit your own asset column and get your ducks in a row? Would that make sense? Or you could be like the people on the left and crying racism, all these isms. And here's the funny thing. While they're talking to you about them isms, they sit down with their planners because they're elitists and they stacking them chips. Don't get fooled by the okie doke. Don't fall for the fugazi. If you, by the sound of my voice, understand what we're saying, grab yourself, no matter how small it is, one asset that produces passive income per quarter, and one big asset, real estate or business, that can produce for you at least a net operating income of $250 per month. Minimum. And whatever you got to do, legally, ethically, morally sound, you do it. Because here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. I always tell you that back in 2016, 2017, I went back to my homeboy and I got 3 real estate properties from him. And I think I told you guys this even more so. I actually pulled together a couple of shekels with my first cousin and my best friend. So pulling together those 50 racks enabled me to make 50 racks a year. Enabled me to pay them back. That's 7 years ago. I mean, not 7 years ago. Yeah, 7 years ago. Think about it. If you got $10,000, $15,000 and somebody can put you in position to grab yourself a hard asset that can produce some passive income. Again, pull up the calculator real quick, Nick. And I always tell people, what's the best time to buy real estate? Right now, in the fall. Why? Because there's a buyer's market in the fall because it's not selling season typically in the housing market on the retail side. And typically, people like us, they're moving up in asset classes and they're getting rid of good, solid assets, or they're getting rid of businesses that they've run for 30, 40 years because they're now in their 60s and 70s and they don't have anybody to pass it on to, so they just want the money. So they're selling very successful businesses. And they're willing to give discounts because they're looking for the cash. They're willing to do creative financing for a qualified person. This is the best time to buy assets right now. October, November, December, January are the best times to buy hard, passive producing assets. So what I want to show you in this illustration, 2017, it was 2016 of November, but the deal got closed in January of 2017, if I'm not mistaken. So total $50,000, 3 real estate properties we bought cash in Detroit Metro. And it's a market that I had been in since 2006. So I got out of the market around 2009, 2010, actually, because I sold off my assets back to my homeboy, did something else. But then I had a cash flow challenge, and my mentor, this time I listened to him because I wasn't listening to him when I was in my mid 20s and early 30s. But since I saw him become a millionaire at 35, I said, okay, stupid, let's get with the program. So here's what we did. I said, hey, Nick, I got 15 racks. Nick, you got 15 racks? I can get us 3 properties for about 50,000. I can get somebody else and give us 15 racks. So we came up with 15 racks. So those properties at that time, Nick, was paying $700 a month. So 700 times 3, 2,100 times 12, divided by 50,000. %50 return, cash on cash, because these properties are bought, cash, no debt, rehabbed and everything for $50,000. So it's $25,200. So guess how long it took us to pay that off? So let's divide 50,000 by 25,200. I mean 25,200. Yeah, I think you times it. It's divide. Yeah, divide 50,000 by 25,200. Yep, divide that by 25,200. $1.98 years, guys. So basically took us about 20 months to get our capital back. Now that's 2017. So let's just say 2019, we got all our juice back. So what does that give us? 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2025. Now, Nick, take that, and the income is going up, because what I do in my real estate is I increase my rents by 5% annually. Okay, so let's take 25,200 times 5%. So I'm giving myself a $1,260 raise every year minimum, but like the last 3 years, and specifically the last 2 years, rent has gone up 20 to 30%. So let's just times that 1,260 by 5. Let's stay super conservative so people can see where we're coming from. So at $6,300, now we take the 25,200 times that. Well, you actually add the 6,300 to the 25,200. 25,200 plus 6,300. Times that times 5. Are you excited? So the last 5 years, after paying the house off, paying first cousin, best friend off, great return for them, I still have brought in. So if you divide that by 5, that's $31,500 a year. The average individual in America makes about $44,000 a year. I think that, no, the average household, working class household, makes $44,000 a year. And guess what, guys? I still own a couple of those properties. So that's $157,500. Think about it. I got smart. I didn't have all the 50 racks. I reached out. I said, hey, Nick, man, I can get a 50% rate of return. Hey, man, would you be good with 15% return for your $15,000? So look what Nick gets. So let's do it. So let's take the 15 So we take the 25,200, divide that by 3. And see how this is a win-win for everybody, ladies and gentlemen. And see, you don't think this way because you've gone to school. Boom. Divide that by 15,000. What's Nick's return on his 15,000? Boom. Even higher than mine. Tell me what CD, mutual fund, stock, 401k is paying you that and is a hard asset that you can sell. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? But you're not going to learn that in your MBA at Harvard, your bachelor's at MIT. You're not going to learn that. They're not going to ever teach you that. Because if we all start getting up on that, you're not going to those schools anymore. So right now, and you probably say, well, DJ, there's no way I can find no asset like that. Yeah, there are. Yeah, there are. There's still assets available out there for the people in the know. But what you're taught with your high-level education, hey, let me go get a rental property and let me buy a $250,000 rental property and let me put $50,000 down on it. And let's look at the return on that, Nick. So you gotta put, and let's say you got excellent credit and they allowed you to put 10% down. Okay. So that's 25,000. Okay. And you're going to get $1,600 a month. All right. Let's show you how this works. So you're going to get $1,600 a month in rent. Now you got a lot of bills to pay because you got a mortgage on that. So on that mortgage, you're paying $800. So now you got $900. You're paying $3,000 a year on that insurance, homeowners insurance. So that's $250. So they go 10, 1050, 1,600. So now you got $550. Now you've got your HOA fee. You got your taxes. So now knock off another 300. So you got 300, 250, 550, and your 800. You got 1,350. Now you're clearing 250. So Nick, 250 times 12 is 3,000. Take 3,000, divide that by $25,000 and see what your return is. 12%. It's a great rate of return, but you've got a $250,000 mortgage. No, you got a $220,000 mortgage. It's stretched out. You got some advantage. And now you done used up all your capital. Or you can find networks, accessibility, and do it a better way. And you don't have that debt on your personal credit because you still put down the $25,000. Nick put down 15. He getting 56% return. Who's got a better deal? You, Mr. Professional or Miss Professional, or Nick? Nick does. So as you're out and about enjoying life and you're getting over the blues of the election because you voted for the other person, you ought to be excited about your asset column in your election, in your household, in your business, and take advantage of these tax laws. Take advantage of the corporate structure. Take advantage of this channel and get yourself in the game. That's just the facts. And if you happen to be someone who's experienced and expert and you have capital, pull together with some other sharp people and level up and make quantum jumps. Because see, right now, what we're doing, we're putting people into our luxury resort, albeit, 7 figures to build it, 5 figures to manage it. But at the end of 2026, I think we ran this number before. So let's show them again. So we're at the, experience day. So let's just call it $150 a night times 22 units, just one building. Just give you a synopsis of one building. 22 units, 150 a night. Non-peak, 150 a night times 30 days. Times 9, because we're not going to have our units booked out 12 months out of the year. Times 9. Now divide that by $2 million. Man, could you live with a 44% rate of return? Because guess what? No debt on the property. Yeah, I'm not going to start collecting that money until the end of the fourth quarter of 2025, beginning of the first quarter of 2026. But am I excited for the future? Is DJ in 2026 excited about DJ from 2022? Now, some ebb and flows, some low seasons, but we own the asset, ladies and gentlemen. Prime location, did the hard work, did the heavy lifting. Now that check is coming in like clockwork, and we do this channel for your benefit, not for our income. Isn't that great? Because we do this channel because we love helping people, and we don't need the channel to live day by day. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? So if I'm in your shoes right now and I'm watching all these shows and I'm supporting these influencers and I'm buying their gear and taking their trips and I'm not putting assets in my portfolio, man, you are a special kind of stupid. Because what I can tell you, you could show that influencer, hey man, I spent $5,000 with you over the course of the year. I bought a couple of your sweatshirts. I bought a couple of your books. I caught you at the conference and I went on one of your trips. Hey man, I'm having a hardship. Could you, help me, get $5,000 of credit? They're going to give you the Heisman, and they're going to tell you with a smile on their face. They're not going to say the words, but they're going to put that smile on their face. You know the one. That patronizing, you got, I owe you nothing, but thanks for your support. So what I'm going to tell you is you need to start wising up and get to the business of business. That's why you come on and watch Family Finance Fridays with DJ the Money Coach and Nick Westbrooks, because we're telling you like it is. See, would we like to have 100,000 subscribers, 50,000 subscribers? Who wouldn't? But do we need it? No. So what does that mean? That means that we're not going to be doing this tomfoolery stuff just to get you to like and subscribe to our channel, because we're going to tell you the real and be 100,000% with you, because this is what we do. And again, we have nothing against, man, I love all those people. If you're doing an honest day's work, is more ethically and more ethically and principally sound, nobody's putting a gun to somebody's head to buy your stuff. If you like buying their stuff, hey man, keep buying it. But before you buy their stuff, make sure you buy your stuff. Make sure you invest in your business and those doodads, which is what Robert Kiyosaki calls them. Make sure you have a passive income paying for those doodads. Make sure you're doing like Southwest Airlines and you're buying gas in the future at today's price. What I mean by that? One thing I'm excited about is that right now, every time of the year at my hairstylist salon, they have these cards that you can buy locked in prices for your haircuts. And they all know me. They're like, hey, DJ, you know what day it is, and you already still got, hey, man, what they going for? What? I got myself 25 haircuts for $13.99. Do you think that the haircut costs more than $13.99, Nick?
The haircut costs more than $13.99.
Yeah.
Oh.
And what brothers paying for haircuts nowadays?
Oh man, probably like $40-$50.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So you can't go sit down in a barber and spend less than $25 for a haircut without a tip. Now again, you want to be smart. Okay, man, you could take the calculator down real quickly, and y'all tell me, is this a good haircut? Is this a good haircut? So I just bought in advance 25 haircuts so I can get 2 a month. So if I get 2 a month, 2 times 12 is how much?
24.
24. What's 24 times 24? Well, let's go. Say I do 25 because the birthday and New Year's. 25 to 25 is $625. Put up the calculator now. I'll just show you how to get wealthy. 25 times 25 is $625. It's a math trick that shows you how to do that real fast. It's $625. I paid $14. So what's 14 times 25? What's 625 minus 350? I just made $275. Because guess what we do know? You think them haircuts going to be less expensive or more expensive in 2025?
Probably more.
Yes, sir. Because guess what? Those haircuts start at $25. And the haircut that I got here, $12.99. And I paid for that in 2023. The year before that, bought 25 at $10. But here's the secret. I got the same stylist. And I have a backup stylist at the same joint. So I'm stacking dollars. See, this ain't sexy to you, but this is sexy to me. Are y'all following me? I got my reward points building up. My reward points paid for Nick's trip to Zanzibar. Are y'all following me? With business credit. So on my business credit card, which I have several, in 2024, I probably made close to $20,000, ladies and gentlemen. I might have made more on stuff that I buy at a discount. Nick, tell them what our philosophy is about how we spend our money here at DJ the Money Coach.
We like Neiman Marcus quality at Walmart prices. We do not like Walmart stuff at Walmart prices.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. So guess what Nick and I, our clients, our members, our partners are excited about? We're excited about buying the future at today's price at Walmart terms. You should too. And if you don't, guess what the first thing you need to do? You need to lock in, take inventory, like I told you a couple of weeks ago, before the election. Go do a budget on everything that you spend your money on. Go find out how you can get it for less, not a less quality, but a less price. Negotiate down. Now, it'll make you throw it. Nick, I'm going to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
What was your electricity bill this month?
My electricity bill, it was I think it was about $50.
$50. All
Yeah.
right. You don't mind sharing what's the square foot of your joint?
I think it's 1,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm almost 3x yours.
Yeah.
Guess what my electricity bill was?
I mean, I already know. I've been rocking with you for some years now, so I already know how you get down. Yours is probably like $10, $20, something like that.
This month it was 43.
43. Okay.
I've had months, ladies and gentlemen, where my electricity bill was $25. Nick, you've been in my house a couple of times, right?
Yeah. I've been there once.
Do I have a nice house?
Oh yeah. Nice big house.
Go wrap your mind around that, ladies and gentlemen. $43 in the wintertime. My electricity bill goes down as low as like $26. In the summertime, I have not had electricity bill more than $120. And I'm not sweating out anything. I'm just living a smart life. And of course, I should have thought about, I shouldn't even ask Nick because I knew his was going to be in the ballpark. But think about that, ladies and gentlemen. Think about that. If by the sound of my voice, you are hearing this and you're not applying it, your wood is wet. Nick, what happens to wet wood?
It sinks.
So my question is, why are you on this channel if you're not applying the things that we're teaching you? And if you're on this channel and you don't know how to apply them, why aren't you contacting us? Because again, ABC influencer, they tell you about a great hoodie. They tell you about a great event they're going to put together for you to come out and get some jokes and laughs and live it up vicariously through them. You don't even hesitate to hit their link. You don't even think twice about it. You go to a sporting event now, hey man, the soda, or if you call it pop, dude, they're charging $8, $10 for a Pepsi. It cost them like 50 cents. You ought to be appalled. I took my daughters to the show. Hey, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I'm a T-Mobile customer. Own some T-Mobile stock. So if I tell you about something and I give you the name of it, you better be rest assured I'm getting paid. Is that not facts, Nick?
Yeah.
I'm getting paid in some shape, size, or form because I don't endorse. I don't sponsor people. I don't do that. If I give you a connect and you make money, I'm making money. And if I give you a connect and you make money and the person I hook up to you, they get a deep discount and you don't take care of me, that's the last time that happens. That's another tip for you. Because right now, got a deal going through, right? Hook one of my homeboys up with one of my members. Ain't heard from him. I did, man. Let's go to break. I'm going to show you. Here's how you know you're selfish, you're greedy, and you're disloyal. So you're watching Family Finance Friday with DJ the Money Coach and Nick Westbrooks. This is our general episode, but it's really our common sense episode. We ought to call this the common sense, episode. If it don't make sense, it don't make dollars, and common sense is not common knowledge. You got that, Nick? That's what we're going to call this episode. But what I want to show you guys is how we in our community or in your community, we take people's referrals, shout outs, hookups, and pad our pockets, but we don't think nothing about gratitude and grace for the person who did. Because that person is not doing it for them to get paid by you. But if they hook you up on something significant and it drops coin in your pocket, you should drop some coin in their pocket. Because here's the deal. In corporate America, that's what they do to you. So we're going to run this spot. I'm going to bring back and I'm going to show you some numbers that homeboy of mine's about to make some paper, ain't heard from him. But I did the right thing by my client. There's got to be 3 wins in every relationship, ladies and gentlemen. The first win, if you're in business, your client, your member, your customer, they have to get the best product, the best service, and the best value. That's the first win. The second win is that you, the one servicing them, you benefit by making profit by giving them the best service, the best product, the best value. The third win is the person who referred or advertised or market that to them for you. It's the win-win-win formula. How does that translate in the business world? In the business world, it's advertising ads that you see. You pay them $1, Mr. Businessman, to market your package to show your sales. So they make money. Now, the person that they're marketing your ad to, they like your ad, they buy the product. They like it. That's the second win. Nick, what's the third win?
The third win is where you already got yourself in there.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh
What's
yeah,
the third win? Yep. So the first win is the marketing and advertising. So I'm showing you the traditional way, ladies and gentlemen, versus the personal way. Because a lot of times when you engage with something, you heard about it or saw a commercial about it in some capacity. That's a win for the person that produced the commercial or the spot. That's win number one. That's the reverse in corporate America. Usually the first win is supposed to be person buying, but the win first in this world is the marketer and advertiser. That's the biggest industry behind everything. That's why you have influencers, because they get marketing, advertising dollars, affiliate marketing, and all that. It's the wrong way. That's not the platinum rule, but that's the way that world works. But in the one-to-one world, it's the client wins first. So you're going to see marketing, advertising spots from us. That's going to tell you about things that we can do to help you out or give you great vacations produced by us. So we pay ourselves and our team. And then you're going to acquire, invest in that product, get a great product, a great service at a great value. And once you do that, we're going to make some honest profit from the endeavor. And that's the ecosystem of every transaction on the planet. So after you watch our spot, I'm going to show you what not to do as it pertains to friends, families, associates, and stuff like that, because you are not bringing anything to the table. So we'll be right back after this word from us for you, so you can get value as well. You're watching Family Finance Friday with DJ the Money Coach and Nick Westbrooks. And you should like, subscribe, and share, because you know what? I'm going to expect you to take this free high-level information and utilize it in your life. And the least you can do is make sure you and I have a win-win relationship. Did you see how I did that, Nick? So I demand that you and I have a win-win relationship, or you should stop coming to the platform. We'll be right back.
things that I like about Zanzibar was being on the land, seeing the emerald water.
Got to see the island, connect with the people, do exclusive luxury experiences that you'll only get on the island of Zanzibar.
The beach, fresh food, the people. I mean, I could write a short book about what I experienced here.
Eating the best fruit, vegetables, seafood.
Met some amazing people. We had an amazing time.
I like the tours that we went on, the Spice Island and the Paradise Island.
See the snorkeling. That was an exclusive experience. Huge sandbar. That was set up like our private dining area. The sand is soft, the water's warm.
Unadulterated, pure, simple, Zanzibar.
So the opportunity in Zanzibar is very, 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 very clear. There is nothing but economical growth and development happening right now.
Zanzibar, just because it's an up and coming area.
You get here and you see the opportunity.
And then you come on the African side, you get to see even a different type of togetherness.
Being able to ask questions, and DJ was just like, hey, ask me anything.
Plenty of money and peace of mind. Zanzibar all day.
Yep, we're back.
All right. Great. And just to give you examples, so I'm gonna tee this up. So we're reaching out since we got our new resort, right? Mm-hmm. So I reached out to some content creators, right? So I said, hey, you know what? I own a resort. Like to reach out to you. I saw you on your show the other day talking about empowerment, ownership, and our community, and you were promoting some things. So I just got this correspondent that came up, and I'm going to show you. So I said, hey, DJ, thank you so much for reaching out for the wonderful opportunity to introduce my community to your beautiful Black-owned resort in Zanzibar. I appreciate your interest in creating a collaboration. Due to my current workload as a full-time content creator, I'm currently not able to accept unpaid partnerships or affiliate-only programs. However, I'd be excited to discuss the options if there is a marketing budget available for this resort. Please let me know if that might be a possibility, and I would be happy to work with you. What did that person just tell me, Nick?
They just told you that you need to pay them to collaborate.
Yeah, and they've got 65,000 followers, and all they do is travel. Do you think we're going to have a problem paying them?
I mean, we'll be able to do it. I mean, whether we're actually going to do it. Yeah.
So, again, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Win-win-win. We don't know them. They don't know us. They got a great community. They put time and effort to build it, vet them, make sure they qualify. Because when I went to their site, it showed the demographics, the education level, the income bracket. Average person that is in their network makes $95,000 a year. That's a professional. Mm-hmm. Be it blue collar or not, they make professional income, right? Been doing what they're doing for about 10 years. So, of course, why would they give us a free referral into their network when they took time, effort, built trust, provided value, right? And have great credibility with their community for free? Of course not. So, of course, guess what we're going to do? I'm going to tell them, yeah, let's sit down at the table and see how we can create a win-win-win. So let's say they asked us for 4 figures a month. Have we not done that before, Nick?
Yes, we have.
We've done some 5-figure deals with people.
Yeah.
No big deal. Okay, now let's flip the script. That's business. That's expected. That's good opportunity. Mm-hmm. So now you have a friend, a peer, a colleague. Let's say he or she owns whatever business. Name one, Nick. Name a business, and I'm going to set the table for you. And in comparison to what this person that we don't know, I just reached out to him this week, saw him interview on their show. They said, yeah. And they were straightforward. Can't do nothing for free. Yep, affiliate programs, those don't pay. If people don't purchase, we need some capital. Hey, makes sense. You're paying for advertising, marketing to get exposure to no qualified people, or you want to get super qualified. Can we work some economics? Yes, we can. So just name a business that you know, one of your friends or something, and I'm going to show them an illustration.
Okay. All right. Let me see.
Your cousin that we did on the B side, he's still doing that?
Oh yeah. We're on the with the entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, we got music, entertainment. Media company. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He does events, right?
Yeah. Right? He just had one last month. Yeah.
Okay. So cool. So let's say we now have 100 people that want to go to his area because he's on the East Coast. He live in your state or he live in DC?
He's in my state. Yeah.
Okay. So we know at DJ the Money Coach 100 people that want to do an event because they saw the great events that your cousin been putting on. And we picked up the phone and we told them your cousin is going to be doing ABC Christmas party, New Year's party, right? And let's say, pull up the calculator because we want to show you, here's the problem in our community. We give away our referrals to the retail market. Follow me, ladies and gentlemen. We promote shows. We promote comedies. We promote movies. We promote the hell out of websites, trips, all of that for free. We do videos on IG, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube for free because we got something new that you're excited about. I'm excited because I got it and benefited from it. But notice this. Did I tell you the name of the salon that I get my deals at?
Nope.
Why not?
Because you're not, you said earlier, if you're promoting it, you're getting paid for it.
And guess what? I've sat down with the owner of the salon because they own multiples. They wouldn't even sponsor a small program that I want to do. But my hairstylist, she's a good person. So I tip her well. Follow along with me, ladies and gentlemen. So let's say the average ticket, Heart and Soul. All right. That's our partner. So we got 100 people in our network that want to come down and check your cousin's New Year's party, right? Average ticket at Heart and Soul, $100. So let's put 100 times 100, $10,000. What's the likelihood, Nick, that person is going to come out for 3 hours and probably drop another $100 in stuff, food, drink, merch? Would that be fair to say?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because I just showed at Heart and Soul, I spent about $2,500 or something, right? Ticket, travel, all that, right? Yep. But I was doing business. So now those 100 people spent another $100. So 10,000 plus 10,000.
20,000.
Yeah. So now your cousin just made 20 racks. What would it cost your cousin to get DJ if I didn't know him to go to his event? He would have to do what? He got to do some marketing and advertising, like this influencer said to me, right?
Right.
Now, we have a relationship or two where we've spent about $5,000 on the low end, about 1,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say he had to spend 1,000. What percent of that 20,000 is $1,000? So Take the $1,000 divided by 20,000.
Okay.
5%. Cool. Not bad at all, right? He didn't have to spend any money, right? He didn't have to convince them because they bought off of who? Off of us, right?
Yeah.
So he's going to make a net of about $15,000 because he's probably going to have some taxes and stuff like that. But he just got $15,000. Now, I know your cousin. I know your cousin would show some gratitude to us because he's a phenomenal guy.
Right.
Follow with me, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so I got a partner. I tell client about his business model, and they talking to the client, and they told the client, hey, man, you know what? I want to make sure this is not a conflict of interest with DJ the Money Coach, and I'm going to just make sure we clear with that. I'm just like, hey, no conflict. So the client tells me, I didn't turn the client on to the partner for the partner to pay me, because my fiduciary responsibility was the money that the client paid me to tell that client the right thing, regardless if I make money off it or not. Does that make sense, Nick?
Yeah.
So now the client gets two. Let's keep the calculator, press 0. Let me show you where I'm going, ladies and gentlemen. And see, this is how real business works. So the client gets 2 asset opportunities. Well, we'll just talk about one. But the client has 2 asset opportunities. One asset is $70,000. There's a broker fee on that $70,000 of 6%. So put up $70,000, Nick.
Okay.
Times 6%. All right. So that's $4,200 that goes to the broker. Guess what? They have their broker. That's 100% their money. All right. Now, there's a management fee. First month's asset payment, that is going to be $1,600. So add $1,600 to that, plus $1,600. $5,800, right? Now, that person is guaranteed that they're going to keep that asset for at least 24 months. So $1,600, I'll give you the number so that way you don't have to play the calculator. So it's going to be 38,400. Don't put that there. Times that times. All right, so add 5,760 plus 5,760, $5,760. Because this client's going to keep this asset for at least 24 months. But what do we know our client's really going to do? They're going to keep it for at least 5 years. Would you agree? Because it's an asset that produces what? Passive income.
Yeah.
It's paid for. Any reason why they would sell that asset?
No good reason.
Wouldn't be wise. It's kicking off $1,600 minimum, and it's actually going to go up to $2,000 by the end of 2025. So let's be real. So now you got that. So add that 5,800 plus 5,760. So worst case scenario, that person is going to make $11,560. And on top of that, they have a consultant fee that they charge of $5,000. So plus $5,000. Now, the likelihood that our client will probably get another asset from them is probably highly likely. So let's say they just get one. Because what do I tell people to do that are in your income bracket, Nick, that have their debt and everything under control? I tell them to get what? One hard asset per year, right?
Yep.
So times that times 5. Now, I hear what you're about to try to play devil's advocate, but here's the reason why you can't. Because our clients, like ourselves, like Nick, we look for assets that pay us passive income, debt-free, that we can choose not to work ever again. So the likelihood that they don't do this is slim and none. The likelihood that they do it is 110%. What has that partner made for their family, Nick? It's right there on the screen.
Yeah, 82. Yep, $82,800.
Now, understand this, ladies and gentlemen. You invest in a 401k, a 403b, an annuity, a Roth IRA. Is that not the same thing, Nick? You put a certain amount of money aside for years because you're not going to tap into it. What did I just give them?
You gave them a much better return than any of those vehicles.
Okay, so would it be fair if they gave me 5%? What's 5% of that? Times 5%.
I mean, I'm sure it's a drop in the bucket. Yeah.
Because guess what? When that asset, just the one, they're going to make almost $12,000 just for the close of that asset. You think I've heard anything from them?
I think I would think you should. Ideally, you should.
Right. Right. Absolutely. But when people give us a referral like that and we don't even tell you that they give a referral, do we reach out and show gratitude and grace for that blessing?
Oh, yeah.
Here's why I'm sharing this with you, ladies and gentlemen, because you do this all the time. And then you turn around and you scream isms, white supremacy, racism, biased, but you are taking blessings from somebody who's not asking for anything. Because no, I'm not saying I'm asking that for them, but it's a business transaction. And what would it take for them to actually have to get that client? Does that make sense? Because is that client making that transaction with them without my endorsement?
Probably not.
Are they in the retail business where they have to do marketing and advertising? That's the reason why I showed you with this influencer, because that influencer is going to ask me for probably 4 figures, maybe 5 figures. And I'm going to do some business with them because they got a qualified asset that if they endorse our resort, I know what's going to happen, Nick. They're going to buy what from us? Vacation packages.
Yeah.
Correct. So that's in my budget. What did she say? DJ, do you have a marketing budget?
Yeah.
Yes. So this person should just do what? Send some of that marketing budget to us. This is the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, I do not advertise or market for free to anybody. And when I am giving referrals to my network indirectly, that I don't talk to them personally, but I tell my client, I'm doing it for the win-win-win of the community. And I would ask yourself, if you are having challenges with your income, your stability, and you have been a person that's been on the receiving end of blessings like this, and as our mentor, not our mentor, but our disciple and our steward has told us, hey, DJ, if you keep coming to the table empty-handed, you will not be welcomed back to the table. Think about it. This happens in our community all the time, Nick. And those same people They're not bad people. They're good people. But because they've been indoctrinated that if I don't broker a deal with you and you just happen to tell somebody about me and they purchase something from me significant, I owe you nothing. But their family benefited financially. Is there any reason why you shouldn't? You know what, ladies and gentlemen? I charge people tens of thousands of dollars for this lesson that I just shared with you for free. I'm not saying that so you can think that I want you to be emboldened to do some business with me. I'm saying that you should start operating the way corporate America works. Because there's no business endeavor that in corporate America, they don't get paid throughout the process. And you have been conditioned to pay it because they trained you to. But you also have been conditioned that, hey, man, I'll give you a bird dog fee for $25, or I give you a dinner to some place while they're making bajillions of dollars off of your hard referral because you don't have the gonads to ask them for compensation up front because you've been trained to keep the elite. Think about it. I know another program that you can acquire a unit of real estate that starts from $150,000 to $400,000, and now they give you as a finder's fee is $1,000, or they may give you $3,000 if you refer them multiples. But you just made them $150,000 to $400,000, and all they thought of you was $1,000. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. So what am I telling you? Be bold, be unsold, and ask for people compensating you for your network. That's the lesson today that I want to stick with you. And conversely, don't be a taker. Be a giver. And make sure you're applying the platinum rule. Because whatever you put into society, ladies and gentlemen, it's coming back pressed down 100x. And if you ain't on the taker side and you have not had your recompense, then your children are probably going to have it. So why not be a giver or be gracious and be thankful and offer? And maybe that person say, hey, man, I just did this out of the kindness of my heart to make sure they was good because I knew you would take care of them. I don't need $4,140 from you. But what I would appreciate if you told somebody about my resort. You see how that works, Nick?
Mm-hmm.
A novel concept. And this is the reason why people stay broke. And this is the reason why people make other people wealthy, because they have been miseducated and indoctrinated to keep them elite and keep you down. And when you ask them for compensation, they automatically think that you're crazy. But when you give them compensation without them asking you, they think nothing of it. It's a dog-eat-dog world out here. But if we start to practice the platinum rule, ladies and gentlemen, which is give the person what they want on their terms that abides with your principles, your morals, and your ethics, you will always be wealthy. So I know for a fact that if you're watching right now and you're liking and you're sharing, you just got hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of applied education if you apply it, and potentially in the next 5 to 10 years, millions of dollars worth of wealth and passive income strategies that are tried, true, and work because you're looking at a person that's been doing it for 22 years. So I'm going to encourage you to get invested in yourself. Get one of our packages. And if you tell us that, hey, man, I know that, my next question to you, are you applying it? Again, are you applying it? Because if it's knowledge Unused is not power. And right now, you can eliminate all that white noise from people who look like you, who voted for the loser, who try to tell you you're on the wrong side of the ledger, by taking care of your business. And that's going to make your life tremendous. Reach one, teach one. But most importantly, help them put money in their asset column passively. And the only way you can do that is do it in your asset column first. That's real talk, ladies and gentlemen. This ain't something I learned on the internet. We live this life. And this channel is devoted and dedicated to showing you what we do. And we are not worried about making income off this channel because we live in the B2B world and we march to the tune of a different beat. And we know the secret to building wealth and financial independence because we've been doing it. So if I'm you, I'm watching this, you see the scroll crawl across the screen, hit them links or share it with somebody else. It's free. It's just that simple. And you should apply this principle to every professional that you work with because they have an advertising and marketing budget if they run a business. And if you give them a referral, ask them what their incentive program is because that person is buying them because of your endorsement. And these little reward programs that they give you at these retail stores are ridiculously, they're negligible. You tell somebody about a new stereo system, a new car, and they give you $5, $100 reward points to cost them $0. You know what you ought to do? You know what? I can't give you that for free. Because I can actually show you how to make money from your referrals with your peers, legally, ethically, and morally sound. And when you educate them, and they would do it, you know how? Because I do it all day, twice on Sunday, because I'm a thinker. And since I don't have somebody that cuts a check to pay me, I have to learn how to make money morally, legally, ethically, morally sound, just like the next man. So if you want my endorsement and it's worth it, it's got to be 3 wins. I'll put that up there for us, Nick. It's got to be 3 wins in the platinum rule. Number 1 win is your end user. Your customer has to be the first person to win. They have to get high quality product, service, good value. That's win number 1. High quality product, service, good value. That's win number 1. Win number 2, the person you referred them to, they win because they delivered the high product, high quality, high value. That's win number 2. So win number 2, ladies and gentlemen, you referred them to your buddy. So your buddy wins because your buddy is giving them the high product, high quality, high value. The first win is the person who gets the great product, great service, high value. That's the first win. Win number 2, the person who provides it, they win because when they exchange the high quality product with high value, they get profit. And then the third win is you should be compensated for your referral. That's called the win-win-win philosophy. And you should always apply the platinum rule. The platinum rule, ladies and gentlemen, is that you give people what they want, not what you want. That's the golden rule. The golden rule is do unto others the way you want to be done unto you. But the platinum rule, which I created, It's give that person or entity or enterprise what they want based on your morals, ethics, and principles. Here's an example. If I have the resources to buy you a nice pair of shoes, and let's say Nick's a Nike man, and let's say I'm an Adidas guy, so I got $200, and I go give Nick the best quality value $200 pair Adidas, brand new, his size. Nick's gonna be, hey man, thank you very much. But Nick told me he's a Nike guy, and every time I see Nick, Nick's in Nikes. I did the golden rule by giving him some Adidas. Now, if I actually work for Adidas, that's different. If I'm endorsed by Adidas, that's different. I have no affiliation with Adidas. I don't make any money from Adidas. Okay, ladies and gentlemen? So I just like Adidas, so I give him a pair of Adidas. Nope. That's the golden rule. The platinum rule is I go get Nick the best quality Nikes for that $250. That's the platinum rule. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? And if you start applying the platinum rule with the win-win-win philosophy and acquiring an asset the way I share it with you, your life's going to be phenomenal from 2025 to 2028. I guarantee it. And if you want to know how this actually works, it's real simple. Get in my masterclass. Get our B2B program. Because again, if you know it and you're not applying it and you don't have somebody to open up the doors and hold you accountable, it's better for you not to know it at all. Facts. So we've gone the amount of time that we want to go. I know that you've received the best. And what I'm challenging you and I'm demanding of you is to do the win-win-win with us as well. The first win is easy. It's free. Like, subscribe, share. The second win is if anything that you want to apply that you don't know how, get down with us. And the third win, when you refer somebody to us, we're going to compensate you. Real easy, baby. So, man, I'm excited. So, like I said, what's the title of this one?
This is the common sense episode.
Common sense. And common sense ain't common knowledge, baby. So we thank you for taking time out on this amazing Friday, November 15th, and investing with us. And we invested with you. And it's a better exchange for you as it is for us, but it's a great exchange for us because we get to share this tried and true proven information with you because this is the life we live. So we wish you a pom-pom lifestyle. That's plenty of money and peace of mind. And we want you to come join us on the Beaches of the World Club. And if your beach ain't common sense and common knowledge to get common wealth, then your wood might be wet. And if you wet on that, hey, why not dive in and take a bite out of Zanzibar and take a bucket list trip with us and enjoy it. So I thank you for being down with us, and we wish you nothing but the best health, and we wish you the pom-pom lifestyle. God bless. Friday, ladies and gentlemen, I want to invite you to my beautiful luxury residential resort in Zanzibar, Tanzania, in the beautiful Indian Ocean. 7 days, 6 nights, all transportation, pamper chef, festivities, excursions, beautiful sun, warm water beaches, and all you have to do is hit me with $100. That's right, 3 easy payments of $100. Get you a bucket list trip in paradise with DJ the Money Coach. First 24 only. I'll see you in paradise.